meet your Los Angeles Lakers. At the small forward position, 6'7", number 5, Cam Reddish. Starting at shooting guard, 6'6", number 4, Dalton Knecht. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. Starting at center, 6'10", number 3, AD Anthony Davis. The other forward, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Connect out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. You know, Doris, with all the fanfare of opening night, it must be tough for the players to keep their focus.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a ton of excitement because you've put the off-season to use trying to improve your skill as a player, but you love the game of basketball. It's hard not to get amped up. You know, it's just the mature players who are able to channel that in the right direction. This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And here's LeBron outside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
The baseline J off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Conley. Yep, it counts.
Mike Conley.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Gobert against Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Randle passes to Gobert. And here is Conley. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Good on the second free throw. Well, defensively, Doris, These Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare. Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
Here's Hachimura. And he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Randall. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The alley-oop. Got a hand on it. Tie game in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. And LeBron James gets it to go.
There's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back. Always quick with an answer.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit, see how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Trailing by 2, jacks up a 3. Ingles with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Milton. Back to Ingles. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The 3 from LeBron. James with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. On the wing, Ingles. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ingles has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game. The fans on the edge of their seats. On that note, Shaq, rough estimate, how many chairs have you broken in your life?
Hundreds. That's why they call me Shaquille Rashan of House O'Neal, first of his name, breaker of chairs. And backwards.
Ooh, I like it. Sounds like a hit to me. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been...
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Connect, and it's Reddish in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. James checked in for the Lakers. Now, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And the Lakers with possession here. 4-point game. Here's Davis. James looking it over. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Oh, Mr. McDaniels with the response. How competitive is this guy?
Pass to Reddish. Outside, James. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for the Lakers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5 and a missed layup. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
To the paint, Davis, the pass to James. Here's Reeves, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Minnesota in the lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. McDaniels got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Let's get hyped one more time for your Lakers Hype Squad.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Reddish. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels at the small forward. Here's Connect. Clock at 6, and here's LeBron outside. Drills it from outside. James has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. With the teardrop. Here's Conley. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Reddish with the ball. Working on McDaniels to take the lead. It's hauled in by Edwards.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's LeBron. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
LeBron with a screen on Gobert. Davis. He shoots again. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Vincent's checked in for Austin Reed. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniels. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble a game.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, LeBron.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Let's go! Coming into the ball for your Warriors, number 28, Rui Hachimura.
Minnesota with the ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And here's Edwards from the arc. It drops. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. Yes!
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.